Hey, what's going on, you guys? Yes, I am back, and it is 7:35. I really have to get going, but I had to leave you guys with something today. Over the weekend, I was kind of stuck in my head, and I had a lot of things going on. I was on overload. I work 6 days a week, so I only have one day to really cram everything. But y'all didn't come here for all of that. You all came here for the message, okay? So my message is, because I'm regrouping, and it's some things that I really do want to manifest in my life and get going. So I had the title. I don't know. It'll come back to me. But my thing is that watch the conversations in your mind. You know, what stories are you playing in your mind? Let's call this the follow-up, okay? Because whenever you do something, you can put it out there. Oh, I'm trying to do this. And, that's just with anything or a project that you're working on. It's not success unless you do the follow-up. Okay, if you ever done network marketing or you've done business with somebody, you set up a business meeting or whatever it may be, or a three-way call or conference call or something. But if you don't follow up with that person, it's not a success. So you have to be that engaged in your life. You have to be that engaged in your personal life, your career life, all aspects of your life, your spiritual, physical, everything. You have to be engaged and follow up with yourself. Even if you give yourself 3 goals for the week or for that day, we have a lot on our mind. But if you do 3 goals, say, I'm just going to set these 3 goals out for myself, and this is what I'm going to do. Whatever it is in aspect of your life, set those goals. When you set those goals or whatever, let it be, let's say, for short term, something that oh, I'm gonna finish this by Thursday, I'm gonna finish this by Wednesday or whatever, and follow up, continually to be about your work. It's a lot of things that we could focus on. Let me tell you something. I slipped up yesterday, and I can admit that because I was in traffic running my mouth. I love to talk to people while I'm in traffic because it kind of helps my time not focus on the traffic or whatever. Then by me going through traffic or whatever, then I get home still on the phone when I could have been doing other things that's productive. Sometimes you gonna want to steer away from your regular routine, because I do. I did yesterday, but then I also felt bad because I'm like, I wore myself out talking about things that's not elevating my life. And I could be honest, like, sometimes turn that TV off or play your music and be productive. There are projects that I have to work on. I just feel like I need to relax because of traffic. I feel like I need to relax because of my job. And I just wanted to be on some more rah-rah stuff. But I was like, at the end of the day, I did a self-evaluation on myself. And, I'm like, no, you can't get nowhere like this, boo. You are going to have to follow up on things. You're going to have, even though you're tired, that's just like your work, your job. You may not want to go in. Let me tell you something. You may be like, I'm tired of these people. But because of fear and you knowing that your check gonna be short, you're gonna go in. So that's how you have to treat other things in your life. Like, I have to follow up. I have to do these things, because if not, I'm gonna be where I was last year and 5 years ago. I'm trying to break that pattern. So that's what I'm just saying. Like, you can't focus, like, even if you're in a relationship and that person may not be on board on how you feel in the relationship, or y'all trying to work on some things or whatever, you can't have your focus on that. You have to have your focus on you, what you want, and you set forth. Once you focus on all the other things, everything else will fall into place. Because sometimes we be like, oh, well, that person not doing what we want to do. They not seeing eye to eye. You bring in low energy to you. But if you start pouring all of that energy into you, your projects, whatever, just all in you, for some reason, when you start showing yourself more love, more focus, and doing the things you say you was going to do, everything else balances itself out. I just know it, and I believe it. I'm a living witness to it, and I know you probably have had that too. Sometimes we just need a reminder. Sometimes you just need a pep talk. Sometimes you just need somebody to believe in you. And if don't nobody believe in you, you know I believe in you. So I'm just saying we have to stay on target for 2020, because your life, like the decisions you make now can affect you for the next decade. So I just know for a fact of me that there are some habits in me that must die. There are some habits that I must break. It only takes 21 days to break a habit, and it only takes 90 days to change a lifestyle. Now, I got that from Instagram, and I loved it, and I was like, you know what? That's so true. You know, your life, know that you're loved. Know that you can have it. No matter where you come from in life, no matter, you know, how you grew up. You probably didn't grow up with a silver spoon in your mouth or whatever. You probably, you know, didn't have a lot of fortunate things. Probably didn't grow up rich. Probably had mama and daddy on drugs. Probably had, you know, other things growing up in the project. I don't know your story, and I don't care to know your story. All I care to know that you're victorious and you coming out of it. You're changing the bloodline. You're I want to say not with the blockages, but I just want to say, like, you're breaking those blockages. You breaking those generational curses. That's what I want to say. Like, I know I got trapped up in my mind because it's like so much things that I want to like just say or whatever, but I want to say it in an appropriate way so you can receive it. So it's like, you know, it doesn't matter where you come from, but it's all about how you live and take responsibility. You know, it's so easy to say, oh, well, it's my mama's fault, or it's my dad's fault. If they had set better standards for me, then, you know, I would be in a better position. And you know what? That's so true. That's a possibility. But, you know, it's so many artists and so many athletes that didn't come from that. But the burning desire, but the burning desire in them, the willpower in them, you know, shaped and made them and mold them. You know, they didn't give up. And that's the same, like, with yourself. Everybody's story is not going to be the same. Just think, if everybody's story is the same, it'll be boring. Like, what can you learn from this or whatever? You probably had to go through some things so that you can inspire the next person. You know, every person have their own personal blueprint, but we're all here to serve, and we're all here to inspire and to help one another. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't know your purpose or whatever, more than likely you have to serve. There's just nobody that was created here did come here just to be, oh, well, I'm going to just take the land and I'm just going to do this. No, there has to be some type of service that goes on in order for you to get these things. Your service may be writing. Your service may be playing music. Your service may be being a chef, being an author, you know, I don't know, motivational speaker, maybe a preacher or none. All those things, you still have to do something, which is part of service. So a singer, like, it's just all those things. Like I say, you can't come here and not be of service. If so, you're going to get lost. You're going to be lost. You're going to be a lost soul. And that's not what we're on. That's not what you're on. Because if so, you wouldn't be here. You would be at this channel looking at me about that. So yeah, I just feel like bigger and better things will come for 2020. I just believe that we just have to stay focused and stay positive. What are you telling yourself in a day? What stories are you creating in your mind? You know, that's very important. If you feel like, okay, my signal is off, just start dosing yourself up on positive things. If you tell yourself, oh, this day is getting hard and I'm just ready to go home, then say, hey, you know what? Thank God that I have a job. You know, whatever you believe in. You know what? It's not that bad. I'm creating. It's supposed to get better. It's supposed to go fast for me. Okay, this work supposed to get so easy and less stressful on me. But before you know it, the time is just start moving faster. So you have to start channeling. For every negative thought, put at least two positive thoughts. in it and get into the feeling of things. Get the feeling is everything. Like I was talking about emotions, you have to be in control of your emotions. Even though we'll watch a scary movie and we know it's not real, but when we hear that soundtrack playing, like somebody chasing them, something bad fits happen, like they fits to die, we get all caught up, and it's an illusion. So you have your world. Our world is illusion, but it's how you control it, how you handle it with your emotions. Remember that. Remember, you in control. You are loved. You are powerful. And I shall go. And I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great day.